Yeah, what is going on, everybody? We are back with another episode of From My Experience podcast. I'm sore, y'all. As I told you on the last episode, shout out to my fraternity brother, my good brother, Coach Law. We're going to call him Law, Coach Law. I started the fitness program, so I am Team Outlaw, and I am Team Sore as hell right now, but I am feeling great, and I want to shout you out. Those of you who support the show, those of you who like, share, and subscribe, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you did not check out our Instagram, check out the Instagram page, FME_podcast. I put up a little sneak peek. I put out a sneak peek of the website. We are hoping to launch the website on July 1. We got to do some more tweaks and some more edits, but I wanted to give y'all a little snippet. That way I can bring all of you together in one place, and share some, more cool things with you, on my own platform, because I'm about that ownership life. However, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest today. Hey, it's been a while since we've had a guest. I know. But man, this one right here, we've been chopping it up, and I already know this is going to be a great episode, and I'm not even going to delay this any further. Ladies and gentlemen, we have entertainment entrepreneur, actor, director, producer, and artist manager, Mr. Jorge Blamo.
Brother, thanks for having me on. Thanks for pronouncing my name right too on the first try. People don't be doing that too often. But thanks for having me, bro. Nothing good.
Oh, no problem, man. Thank you for taking some time out of your busy schedule, to do the show and to share your experiences with our audience.
Of course, my brother. I'm excited.
All right, first question. Got to knock this one out the park. I always come heavy with the first question. Who is Jorge Blamo?
Jorge Blamo is an entertainment entrepreneur who uses his experiences to inspire others. How's that elevator pitch? Like that?
I'm stealing that. Yes, that was excellent. So I like to start at the beginning, right? So you put something in your questionnaire that really surprised me, especially looking at what you do every day. So you said you were mute until you were 4.
Yeah, crazy.
Like you didn't say nothing?
So, like literally like that. So like growing up, honestly, in preschool, obviously I couldn't really speak. So like teachers thought I was like joking. I went to like a school with like old Portuguese nuns in Newark, New Jersey. They were not having it. They're like, you gonna speak. The Lord gonna make you speak.
The Lord?
So I remember I got like abused. Like one of the nuns actually like kicked me.
What?
And yeah, I couldn't like enunciate it to my mom. So I had to literally like showcase it and act out everything.
Wow.
So it's funny. That's how like literally I learned to communicate. And then I started speaking, I would say like once I got into like obviously like late kindergarten, but now like the way I was speaking was slow, right? So I had to learn more than other kids. So I went to extra school and whatnot, and now I'm here, I'm blessed.
Yes, man. Yes, that's amazing. Sheesh. Now, you just mentioned something that ties into my next question. You grew up in New Jersey. Now, I spent middle school through high school in Philly. So I know about that city life, man. What was growing up in New Jersey like for you?
We didn't say Johns like you. We said cats and my son. But honestly, I'm so grateful for growing up where I did, because I grew up in a melting pot. To the right of me, I had Newark, I had Irvington, I had Orange, and then up north, I had Short Hills, Livingston, um, West Orange. So I was able to learn how to be myself with my people, but also understand how I had to work in a corporate lifestyle, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
It definitely makes sense. Yeah, there's like for those of you who are in the South, because I know a lot of people, a lot of my listeners are from the South, because I'm from the South and I started this podcast in the South. When you come up north and you go to like a Walmart or the mall, everybody looks different. Like down south, it's like you see a black person, you know, there's one, but everybody's white. When you when you come up here, like even where I teach, like it's black and brown. My whole school is black and brown. Like when I see a white kid, I'm like, oh, are you okay? Like they even look around like, dang. But I love that. I love the diversity. So when you said melting pot, it just brought me back to my days of just going to school in Philly, man. I just remember those days looking around the classroom like, dang, there's a lot of people that look like me up in here.
Yeah. It's beautiful and also teach. Like I was able to understand the world faster because sometimes you're stuck in one kind of surrounding and then you go to college and brand new. It's kind of late to kind of find yourself, understand where you are in the world. So I'm really grateful for where I was at.
I'm with you. Same here, man. Same here. It just makes you sharper. Like they serious when they say life is faster up north. They live faster. You do. You got to adapt. You got to change, and you're exposed to so many cultures and so many different people. It really helps sharpen your skills. So you mentioned, man, you do you have my notes? Like every time you say something, it leads into the next question. So you played sports in college.
Mm-hmm.
Why was it baseball versus anything else?
Because I look Dominican, so like, because we're all right. For example,
Mhm.
I went to Seton Hall Prep. I was the only black kid in the program until my junior year.
Dang.
Then this kid John Norwood came. So I was always people were like, "Oh, like, are you look Dominican? Are you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I might as well be." Like, that's really what it came down to. But like, honestly, I think it was just me, just the act of hitting a baseball.
Mhm.
I think just being able to be stressed out, but then go to the plate and take out all that frustration by hitting the baseball. I think that's really what made me like love the sport of baseball the most.
Got any memorable moments from your sports days?
Yeah, I have a lot. What are you trying to hear?
Give me a story of success. Give me one of your favorite success stories.
All right, so my junior year, like late junior year, I got hurt. I got plantar fasciitis,
Oof.
so I couldn't really do anything, right? And I have flat feet, so if anyone that has flat feet knows the pain of lower back pain. Well,
Yes.
sure you're feeling it, like you're doing the program right now,
Yeah.
so you start to feel it. So back then, we didn't know what rolling myofascial rolling out the feet. I didn't have any of that. So now, I come my senior year, come back, I'm doing well. My coach is like, yeah, I didn't expect you to do this well. So he cut me.
What?
Yeah, he cut me. Then I went over to do javelin for a year
Mhm.
just to do something active.
Yeah.
I got all state in that, thank God. And then during that summer, basically, I baseball like you would go to like AAU tournaments. So I just did so many AAU tournaments, and that's how I got my like scholarship to Penn State. Honestly,
Nice, nice,
yeah.
nice. Well, he said I didn't expect you to do so well and then cut you. That don't go together.
Bro, it's just the politics in baseball is crazy. And I told you I was the only black person in the program. So,
Yeah.
and when you go to like a private school too, like sometimes you're also dealing with people that donate
Mm-hmm.
to the program. So if someone is giving 25K to the program, right?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
gonna cut the kid that is not donating at all. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's sad that that happens in sports, but the good thing about kids these days, they have TikTok, they have Instagram, they could create their own reels and they could just showcase their skills. So they don't really have to deal with the politics like I had to growing up.
Yeah, the internet and these social media platforms have really opened the door for people to really showcase their skills and talents. I'm very thankful for it. Got a podcast out of it, among other things. Um, That's just yeah. I could imagine, man. When you say politics, I have a question for you. I have no idea, and I've always wondered this because I've seen baseball players' salaries, and I'm like, where is this money coming from? Because I don't, my brain can't process it because I'm so NFL, NBA, and that's in your face all the time. And you see the merch, and you see people talking about it, you see the video games, and you would think that that's where all the money is. But when you look at baseball players' salaries, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I'm like, I'm calculating. I'm like, how many hot dogs, jerseys, how many people in the seats? How much is a baseball ticket? Like, do you know where all that money comes from?
Yeah. So think about it. You where you're at now is the Braves, right? Would be the closest stadium to you.
No, I'm in Northern Virginia, so Washington.
Washington. Go to a game, I guarantee you it's almost sold out every time.
Hmm.
Believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like baseball is America. They always say baseball is America's favorite pastime.
Yeah,
Like I feel like just growing up in the suburbs, like that's just a thing that you kind of do, like going to the baseball game. So I feel like tickets are always there. Then you got to think about marketing.
yeah,
And that's the name of the game, market.
yeah. That's just interesting to me, man. Their salaries are ridiculous. Like, I'm like,
Guaranteed too, unlike football.
oh, oof, yeah. Football makes me a little sad because I'm like, they put their life on the line and they don't really play that long.
Nah, it's hard. And then not only that, you're competing against other guys that are just as good as you. And one injury can set you back your whole career if you really think about it. So it's like, and then just the injections they take, like it's not. I got boys that play. I'm shout out to them, but like it's really a hard business
Yeah.
because they don't really get breaks, bro.
Yeah, they don't, man. I remember oh, what's the running back? I think his name was Ricky Waters. They used to play for the Dolphins, man. He said he couldn't move after games because they used to have him run the ball so much. He was like, I couldn't even pick up my cell phone. Like I'd just be home soaking and like I couldn't even reach over to pick up my cell phone because I'm that sore. And I'm just like, sheesh.
That's why Debo wants to leave San Fran. They're running him into the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. They're trying to knock your head off on that field, man. Shout out to all the athletes out there, man. Y'all be safe. Take care of yourselves, man. Take care of your health. And I wish y'all the best. Thank you for what y'all do on the field, providing us with entertainment through your physical abilities. I appreciate y'all. So thank you for that. When did you discover acting?
Since I was a kid. Um, so in Catholic schools, like where I was raised, like there was always like either a church play or school play. I was always in it. I always got in trouble in class for acting out. So I've always been an actor. My teachers actually told my mom to put me into it, but my mom was just really strict. All she cared about was education. You're going to do this. Going to be a doctor. You know,
Ooh,
you know
yeah.
the African traditional ways. So that's what that's what we did. And then when I got to Penn State, I actually got hurt from baseball,
Mm,
and acting was honestly my therapy, man. Like I was really upset, depressed. I actually took like a whole semester off
mm,
just to get my head right because like baseball was all I knew. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But now I was able to take those emotions and put it into characters, and I haven't looked back since.
That's what's up, man. I took a couple theater classes in college and I got a little taste of that world. And when I went to a conference in Alabama, no, where were we? We were Alabama or Kentucky, one of them places, somewhere. And I just saw how serious everybody was, and they were doing auditions, and it was so dope. And I got to see some monologues and stuff like that, and it was just like, wow, these people are really living out their dream, really trying to get this done. And I got to meet a couple people that were in commercials and things of that nature. So I know that world must be very exciting for you. What's your favorite part about the world of acting?
New challenges. It never is the same. Like even if it's like I book a similar role, there's something different about it.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes me I feel like expand as a person to understand people on a deeper level. And I think that's what I really love about it.
What's your what's your favorite role that you've played so far?
So far, I would say with myself, it's in post production, should be coming out later this year.
Okay.
Um, I was more like a boyfriend. Um, I just had more room to be myself. I would say, like the Leonardo Cabucci, great director. He just gave me the freedom to like run with the script, and that's what I really loved, where I could bring my own flavors to it. Because sometimes, a director sees it a certain way, so you have to put it in that particular way,
Hmm.
and the choice that you choose for the character doesn't always match up. So it's just how do I say this? Being a team player.
Ah,
That's the best way in this
yeah.
industry.
I could imagine that's very important, especially when you have creative people and it's like, well, I want to express my creativity. Well, I want to express my creativity. Well, this is my vision. Well, this is my vision. So I know, that's great that you're able that you found someone that's letting you do that and y'all can kind of mesh. That's really dope, man. Look forward to that, man. You got to keep in touch because we definitely want to promote
This
that.
one, this one's gonna be heat.
Okay.
It's gonna be heat. You gonna love it.
What can you tell us about it? What can you tell us about
So, I'm a grimy boyfriend, for the streets.
it?
I can't stay faithful. I love these apps, and my girlfriend finds out and breaks up with me right before COVID and the lockdown happened.
Mm.
So she goes into quarantine trying to find who she is as a person, who she is sexually, how she envisions herself, her future, and it takes you through a journey of whole quarantine life. And something happens at the end that I can't tell you.
I'm
You gotta
already
watch.
interested.
Yeah, it's good. You'll love it.
I will love it. I actually went through something like that, but it was her, it wasn't me. So at the beginning of COVID, crazy.
Man, I'm sorry, bro.
No, it was a good thing. I'm glad it happened. I'm glad I found out before I took other steps and took the relationship to the next level.
That's important. It's important. Seriously.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel like COVID really made or break relationships, and I think at the end of the day, it's for the best.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. One of my prayers that I pray is, Lord, remove anyone or anything that is an obstacle that is stopping me for what you have in store for me, and that's stopping me from reaching my goals, whether I understand it or not.
Amen.
Yeah, man. It came out the blue too. It just came out the blue, but I was just like, all right. People was calling to check on me. I'm like, I'm good. I sulked for like a day, but I'm like, yo, I literally asked for this, so
Yeah, so you can't get mad.
I can't get mad. It's like I asked for this, and it saved me a lot of money. Let
Hey.
me tell you, because that ring would have been ooh. Mm.
No.
But now I bought podcast equipment instead. So
Hey, see, now you're investing in yourself. I love it.
exactly. Now I have famous people on my podcast like you. Yo, so okay. You wear a lot of hats. Actor, director, producer, artist management. Do you have one that you prefer over the others?
Always anything film. I feel like film and music are just connected, right?
Mm.
Music sets the tone for any scene. So I feel like in this world I'm in right now, I'm just kind of just advancing and enhancing my skills that I have, right? Because I feel like once I came to LA, everyone's an actor. You could go down the street, someone's been in something. So what was going to separate me from other people?
Mm.
And as an artist, I was just all right. I want to start directing. I want to start producing. I want to see things from behind the camera. So now I just want to be a wholesome artist instead of just one-sided.
So I have a friend who's out where you are. She's been on the podcast. Shout out to Paisley. What was your transition like from? So was it? Did you go from straight from? You went to Penn State, right?
Yeah.
So you went straight from Penn State to LA, or what? How did that
Um,
transition happen?
so I went from Penn State back home. Um, I was figuring out what I wanted to do. didn't even go into acting until like a year after, professionally, a year after I graduated.
Mm.
So then I was just doing the commercial, one-liners here and there in New York, and I'm very competitive. I wanted to do bigger stuff, so that's why I moved out here from Jersey, from New York.
Did those price? What? Oh, well, shoot, you were in New York, so LA. I guess the prices didn't really shock you that much.
Nah, I said honestly, I feel like New York is more expensive just because produce. I would say produce, your rent to your space is like at least here, like it's still the same price, but you get more room for your buck out here
Mm-hmm.
in LA. And then the only thing, geez, there's gas out here. Lord.
How much is your gas right now?
Oh man, I saw 8 the other day. I said, my goodness. I should start walking again.
Time capsule moment. Those of you who are listening, it is Friday, June 10th, 2022, and you heard it here. Now I'm in Northern Virginia. Gas is about $5 here a gallon.
Don't complain.
No, I'm not. I am not complaining. I just got my car back a month ago from getting fixed, and I put like $80 in it to fill up. I haven't had to put gas in it yet. Thank God. I literally live 10 minutes from work. But yeah, I got Sam's and Costco and all that. Their gas is a little cheaper, but woof, that gas is serious. $8.
It makes sense though because I think in 2035, they made a rule that there should be no like gas cars here in LA. So I mean, I guess they got they got to rise these prices until 2035. It's gonna be rough.
Yeah, I
Might
mean,
as well just switch to the E.
yeah. Let's switch to E, man. Shoot, let's get some reliable E cars. But geez, $8. I don't even want to do the math because I know I got about a 16-gallon tank. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Mm. Shout out to everybody going through the gas struggle. I love y'all. Y'all will be all right. Carpooling is cool. Carpooling is cool. I remember when gas was like $1.70 back in the day, man. God, $8. Okay. Ooh. Um. So this is a question. I this is a personal question. I know a question people have about the entertainment industry in general. And please share whatever you can. So how did you tackle like the business side of things? Because like people always talk about, well, you have bigger artists at times, and people talk about their horror stories like contracts and getting screwed over, this, that, and the third. How do you navigate that?
On which side?
Oh goodness. Let's go with the acting side first, and then tell us about the directing side.
So, acting side is you kind of have to have reps, right? Agents or a manager
Mm-hmm.
that kind of should handle that type of business because it's a thin line you kind of have to play sometimes where it's like, say I'm independent, right? I don't
Mm-hmm.
have any agent or manager. I booked the job myself and they tell me, okay, here is your rate. I'm not going to try to argue that because I just want the role. You get what I'm trying to say?
Oh yeah.
Now, if you have someone that is representing you and it's like, okay, hold on here. This is a little low. Let's bump it up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You're able to negotiate that way. And then now it's not on you. It's just your team is. I've seen so many people lose. I was on set one time and literally they had to stop set because a manager was arguing with the production team
Mm.
about rates just because of a way a scene went. And then that person was not on the show the next episode.
Oh.
That quick. So it's really like it's a thin line you gotta really play with. Like it's not I would for me, I just like to work. So
Mm-hmm.
I always just tell them like if it's fair, I'm like, all right, let's just work, man. Just chill. Don't be greedy.
Yeah.
More on the next one.
More in the next one, yeah. Because I assume the more roles you get, the more you build your resume, the better that makes it. That makes you look to people when you go for new auditions. No.
Yeah, of course. And it's just if you love it, the money doesn't really matter, right? Like at
True.
the end of the day, it shouldn't matter. just make sure you don't have teams that are too greedy,
Yeah.
because that can end up messing you up as well.
Gotta have the right team, y'all. He just dropped a nugget on y'all. I just want to say that, when you doing what you love, and I know some people like, what? I want to get paid. Yo, I don't make any money off this podcast, y'all. And this is episode, I'm over 230 episodes. I will be making money soon. But I do
Man,
this because I love it, and this is genuinely fun. I'm gonna podcast forever. Like, I picked up very many things along my path in life, but like this is something I don't see myself ever stopping this because this is too fun and I actually love it. So I definitely felt that one. So what about the directing side? So like, okay, so as a director, what are your responsibilities as far as like just everybody? Are you responsible for assembling that whole crew, or is it still like a team effort?
yeah, you can use your team. It just depends on what like the production has, but usually you choose your production team, and basically on set you're the boss, because then offset you have to talk to the main producers of whatever project that you're directing and make sure their vision, you're aligned with their vision, because if you don't give them what they want, you're not going direct again. Like it's just
Mm.
that simple.
Whew. Thin line, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot of thin lines, but also just when you're good at what you do, people respect you, and then it goes from there. Music is, oh my god, that's a whole different.
Yeah. Music.
You think you think
What do you do in the music world?
you think acting was bad?
Oh, I was in the music industry, and I
Oh,
know I actually had a song go viral. Well,
hey, let's get it.
our label had a song go viral. This was 2006, seven ish. Yeah, it didn't work out in the end, but we didn't. If we would have had the technology and the TikToks and the Instagram back then, I probably would be rich, honestly. Um, but we didn't have that. We were like, we were the ones who kind of helped set the stage for the people now, actually.
So what type of music?
So it was like the Southern snap music. I don't know if you remember the Crank That era where everyone had a Crank That song, like Crank That Soldier Boy, Crank That Batman. We had one too. And it went, you know what I'm saying? But
I gotta listen to this now, bro. Hold on. It's still out.
what do you I'll tell you after the show. After the show, I'll point you. I'll point you in the direction of it. Yeah, it went, man. Like it's funny too because I don't know where it is on Facebook, but we have a Facebook page. We made a Facebook page, and at least twice a year, I get someone will share the music video. Oh my god, it's horrible. They share the music video. I'm like, yo, y'all remember this old school joint? And I'm like, and it's because I was like a manager of the page. It always sends to me on Facebook, and I'm just like, oh my god, man, don't remind me of all that money we spent and made nothing back. But yeah, I'll share it with you.
Lesson learned though. It's not a
Oh
failure.
yeah,
It's lesson learned.
definitely a lesson learned for sure. I mean, it's helped me get to where I am today, and I deal with people a lot differently. I really understand the business and friendship separation on a whole nother level, and having your paperwork together is very important.
Ding 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 ding. Paperwork, for sure.
Paperwork. I be telling people that I'm like, and if someone doesn't want to sign the paperwork or do paperwork, run.
That's a sign, yeah. Right then and there. True.
Yo, okay. Oh, you already answered this. Okay. Physical fitness seems to be important to you based off of what I've seen on your Instagram. That's like on the forefront. What's your journey like been like with physical fitness? I mean, you've talked about your, you know, I'll say career as an athlete and some dealing with some of the injuries. So I know you know how important health is. So where are you right now in your health journey?
Right now, I'm cutting weight. I went on got I got bored. Sometimes I get bored with just working out, like lifting weights, for example, because I've done it so much that sometimes I'm just like I need something new.
Mm-hmm.
So now I play a lot of soccer. I'm playing baseball. I'm trying to. I want to play more basketball. I just don't have time right now.
Hmm.
But I'm just trying to cross train. That's what I'm doing right now. And then increasing my cardio is, Lord, I don't run as much as I used to.
I hate cardio.
And these pounds stay on a little more now than
No.
they do before.
Oh, trust me. I know. I'll be 38 this year. Trust me. I know. That's why I'm like I'm getting
Do
like
not look 38.
yeah, I
Crack
know.
don't crack. Let's get it.
It don't, man. Yeah, I try to take care of myself, but yeah, this is my fitness journey is a lifestyle change for me. Like I'm like I need to do this moving forward. Like I'm looking at these meal plans, and I'm like, all right, when I'm done with the program, I can eat bad maybe twice a week, maybe 3 times a week, but I need to go to the gym and I need to eat right because. You right, man. Them pounds, like it used to melt off me. Now they kind of like, nah, we sticking around, bro. I'm like, shoot, mm.
We also don't move as much as we used to. Think about it, like, like work wise, like you're sedentary the majority of the time.
Yep,
So
yep,
as kids, at least you were, if it wasn't recess, like after school, you was running, doing something. I
yep,
remember I was always playing as a kid.
yep,
Always. I ate so much, but like I couldn't do anything because I was always exercising.
yep.
Now it's like I exercise 1 hour, 2 hours max, and then I expect to have the same. It's not going to happen when you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
portion control.
Oh my gosh, man. I hate portion control, but my body is kind of I'm getting used to it, but yeah, that's my weakness. And I have a really bad sweet tooth. Like my cheat meal tomorrow is going to be so serious. I cannot wait to have
What
these
is it?
chicken and
I,
I'm
you
having
already
chicken and
licking your
waffles.
lips.
Huh? You said what?
You already licking your lips.
Listen, I made a little concoction over there. So, I know you've been on flights. You know the Biscoff cookies they give you on the flights?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They have they have cookie butter made out of that. So I bought some of that. I mixed it with some vodka and some syrup, stirred it up, and I'm gonna have chicken and waffles, and I'm gonna put that on my chicken and waffles tomorrow. I'm gonna have that for brunch.
Okay, I see. You said I'm not going out. I'm gonna make it myself. Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm not going out. Inflation. Woo. Mm-mm. I went
I
to
see.
I went to IHOP a couple weeks ago with my girl, and I just got some pancakes to go so I could eat for breakfast for work. Them Jones was like $7.50 for 3 pancakes. I'm like, I got a box of mix at home. Yeah, inflation is real. Mm-mm.
I seen a meme the other day that says we've been inside for 2 years. And the first summer out, you're spending 500.
Yo, yes, this summer will test everyone's financial savviness, y'all, because this is like the first summer people can go out,
Yo,
and yeah, good luck to y'all. Good luck to y'all out there. Watch the bank accounts. Shit. Okay. Um. So you've done a lot of things. What have you done thus far that you're the most proud of? Whether that be acting, directing, music.
uh this year I would say directing just because it was my directorial debut. It was, I've always saw myself doing it,
Hmm.
but just the act that I've got it done, and I also have others lined up about to shoot. So I think I've tapped into that side of my artistry, and I just want to keep growing. That's it, man.
Okay.
Learn, grow, make mistakes, grow, 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 catch a L, grow, grow, grow.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Oh
that's life.
yeah. Y'all listening? Are y'all listening? So this brother is telling you about his journey, and you keep hearing him say, "Grow, learn, grow, learn." Do not get caught up in the social media thing where people make you think you can just get it overnight. It just happens. It's all perfect. It's all glamorous. You got all the money, the cars, the house, all these beautiful things, and they make it look so easy, and they wrap it in these pretty packages. But nobody shows you the ugly side. Nobody talks to you about the ugly side. That's what I love about having guests. The ugly side is real. But, when you look back on it, it's what helps make you into who you are when you do reach the level that you're trying to get to. So, okay. Your inspiration, your mom. Tell us about your mom.
Rest her soul. She was the hardest working woman I've ever seen in my life. She made me disciplined. The reason why I had to stay focused. Literally, so funny story. I couldn't unless I had to do my chores by a certain time on Saturday, right? I would have double headers for baseball, Saturday and Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one time I didn't do my chores. You think I went to that game?
No, she pulled you from the games.
I didn't even leave the house. Coach was calling my landline at the time. My mom answers, I'm sorry, but he didn't do his chores. Hung up.
I did hung up on the coach.
Yeah, that's the type of mom my mom was. So like at a young age, I learned like, all right, you gotta hit these targets. If you don't hit them, there's consequences.
Yeah.
And then I've been living my life like that ever since.
That's very real. Yeah. I don't think that happened to me. I did get my ass whooped, but I don't think. Yeah, because I didn't play any sports growing up. But yeah, I learned quick, and I had an older brother, so I would watch him mess up, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. So I had a cheat code. I'd be like, ooh.
That's why they be hitting the younger brothers because you smarter. You learn.
Right.
You learn.
It wasn't that they treated me better or quote unquote super differently. I just looked at you mess up and say, nah, I'm not doing that. That don't look fun. So you mentioned now as we're laughing. So you also talked about some of your other inspirations: Jamie Foxx, Martin Lawrence, Sidney Poitier, Bernie Mac. And did you have a chance to have you met any of them? And tell me about how those people inspired you. Like Jamie Foxx is so hilarious to me, man. I
Bro,
love Jamie Foxx.
he's so talented. I
Yeah,
don't even think like he gets his flowers enough
he don't.
because for me, like from a theatrical side, the fact that he's able to not just stay in one lane, like he's himself, he can be serious, comedic, like action, whatever. Like look what he's doing with the Tyson thing right now. Like, bro, like he's a huge inspiration. I can't wait to meet him. I pray I could do a project with him for real. He's probably on top of my list. Because I used to watch the Jimmy Fox show growing up.
Same.
BB and
Same.
I.
That as I got older, I realized how much talent and how much of a blessing that show was, because before the Jamie Foxx show came out, I never heard of him. Like all the other comedians I knew, but I'm like, yo, how does guy get a whole, like, people wasn't even getting TV shows like that, especially not black people. And it ran for a good minute. I think it had like 5 or 6 seasons, and it was a good show.
And Martin followed. Then Bernie Mac followed too. See?
Yeah. Yeah, Jamie Foxx show, man. That dude, he opened up a lot of doors, but he just so dang stupid, yo. him and going after that fancy in Braxton. Oh my god! How dare you?
Oh my god! And he's not the. And the funny thing is, he's still the same. If you look at him, like he's still the same, and I love that.
Yes.
He's young. I want to stay young like that.
Yeah, I love how he just breaks out into impressions too, man. That joint is hilarious. Oh, man. Okay, so I only got a couple more questions, man. I'm not gonna continue to hold you up, and thank you again for just continuing to share, being open. So you do a lot of work, you're doing all this athletic stuff, and I know, the industries that you're in bring about a lot of pressure. So what do you do for self-care? What does self-care look like for you?
Meditation. My meditation is just reading my Bible, praying, um, watching like spiritual, uh, either it's like Joel Osteen, T.J. Jakes.
Mm-hmm.
Then I also have like I listen to like sounds at night. Like I have one for like my throat chakra, obviously since I'm always speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just mentality, calming, soothing. Just because I don't really sleep a lot, so like I just need these sounds to put me kind of into REM,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I wake up, I'm fresh.
Nice. Send me some of them links. Send me some of them links.
Got you.
I have trouble sleeping sometimes.
Got Spotify or Apple Music? What do you want?
Apple Music. Yeah. My brain my brain doesn't know how to stop, and I have a lot of things going personally, and a lot of my friends that I'm connected to have a lot of things going on, and we always throw stuff on. Like it's very normal for me to pop up at 1 a.m., take out my phone and start putting notes in it because I have an idea or something I've been working on. I'm like, oh, I should do that, and I'll get up, and before I know it, 2.5 hours have gone by, and I'm me putting notes in my phone and obsessing over something. So I need to learn how to relax and rest, because I am not a believer in sleep is for suckers and don't sleep your life away. No, I need my sleep because I can't function if I'm not well rested.
Sleep's important. It's very important. Um, but honestly, from a creative side, it's great that you do that because um, I started to do that as well. Whenever I have ideas, I just write it into my notes because think about how many ideas that you've had in the past that you never wrote down.
Mm-hmm.
You don't ever remember it quite the same,
Nope.
even if you think you. So that first spot of spontaneity, you gotta take advantage of it when you get it, and then go to sleep.
Definitely got to get some sleep. All right, I need to get a little personal, man. How's your love life, man? Do you have to balance any romance right now?
Oh, I like where this is going.
I mean, you mentioned the movie coming out, so you know.
Uh, me single, but me talk to somebody.
Okay, nothing wrong with that.
Talk. Yeah. Um. Nah. I'm talking. I'm probably gonna lock down soon.
Okay.
Soon. But yeah, I'm calm though. I'm all about work.
Yeah. Do they understand that? Do you think they're gonna be ready for what you about to bring as far as that lifestyle?
Yeah, honestly, just picking the right person for you, especially being in the entertainment industry, is very important. You see how many celebrities relationships don't work out and whatnot just because of schedules. It's more just being able to understand your partner's vision, goals, not to be selfish, let them shine too, and just work together to be one instead of two separate entities. I
Ooh,
think that's a problem with our generation, to be honest. Too much
man.
me, no, you.
I feel like, yeah, this is a legit connection right here, man. I literally was just talking about that on the last podcast. This whole get it out the mud, self made, blah blah blah. Like that's cool, but I'm like, do y'all realize how much easier it is when you work with someone and you work with a network of people to get to the next level? Like it's mind boggling. Like work with the people that you have. Like it's because once you get there, that's it. You know what I'm saying? You've made it. So if you have an easier path to get to where you want to be, why would you go? Why would you choose to do it the hard way? I don't understand, man. But yeah, we do need to work together.
Social media, the
Oh,
grass looks greener on the other side sometimes, you know?
yeah,
You getting some love here, some love here, and you're like, man, keep playing with me. Options. You know, like
yeah,
but that's the mindset people have, seriously. But you just have to know what you want and then go after it. That's
yep.
just it's just focus at the end.
Yep, find out who's in line with you, man, and have conversations with people and really talk to people and get to know people, man. Like, stop having these surface level conversations, and you'll find out who's who and what's what. And then DMX said this on a podcast. I think it was Drink Champs, but he was like, trust people to be exactly who they are. You know the types of friends that are out there, all the different types of friends. The one who tells lies for no reason, the ladies' man, the guy who was always balling, the person we don't know if he really got a job or not, but he got a house and a car and we don't know how. Like all that stuff. Like trust them to be exactly who they are, and go from there, man. So
Yeah.
that's all you can really do. All right, my last two questions for you. Well, actually, not even questions. No, yeah, they are questions. What do you need to promote right now? What do you need to talk about? What do people? Where can people find you? What they need to see? And I'm gonna pull all these links in the description as well.
So right now, I'm gonna shout my artist out. At It's Mary Monty. She has an EP coming out called Dirty Pop.
Okay.
I'm gonna direct more projects on that as well. My other artist, Cheeky Cheesy, he has an EP coming out as well. I'm gonna direct on those projects as well. So those are where you'll probably see me the quickest. And then obviously I have two films in post production with myself and Rocky's Galaxy. And hopefully those will be on VOD. You can find me on any social media at Giorgio Blamo. That's JorgioBlamo. And then, yeah, look at my IMDb if you want to stay updated on the projects that I'm working on, whatnot. They usually update that pretty quickly. So, yeah, man, I'm just grinding, hustling, doing the same thing, just trying to get better day by day. That's it.
Excellent. Excellent. Y'all make sure y'all check, excuse me, make sure you check those links in the description and follow this brother, man, and cheer him on and encourage him. We want to see you win. We want to see you make it to the next level, whatever that means. want you to have it all. So for the up and coming actor, director, manager, artist, what words of wisdom do you have for them right now? They're listening right now. They could be listening today, tomorrow, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. What do you have to say to them?
Whatever you want to do, just do it. Don't wait. Don't ask your friends. Don't ask your family. They're just going to tell you no, and it's going to delay your process. Believe in yourself. Get after it.
I jumped, y'all. I wasn't ready. I love it, though. I love it. I love it.
You gotta go after your goals, beast mode style, man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have for y'all. Jorge, thank you for joining us, man, and sharing your journey. This is not our last conversation. I like to check in with people every 6 to 12. Well, I'll check in with you personally, but like interview-wise, I like to interview, guests every 6 to 12 months, check in to see what's happening, especially when your projects drop, because we want to help you promote that. And we can even promote it on our website, you know what I'm saying? At no cost, by the way. And I said that on a recorded line. Because I'm all about, my big thing right now is connecting people, man. Anything I can do to help, I would love to be able to help, because I want to see people who look like me win. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for listening. Y'all already know, like, share, subscribe, FME_podcast on Instagram, From My Experience Podcast on Facebook. Website coming soon, www.fmepodcast.com. Coming soon. July 1 is the goal. All right. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourselves physically, mentally, and financially. And we'll catch y'all next time. Peace.